So here's a quick tutorial on how I made a locking system for my desk. The locking system that I uses an Arduino Mega 2560 or 2560. It's the biggest Arduino that I own. It has 53 pins on it, and this thing uses a lot of pins. We need a lot of pins for the keypad, and we also need 4 pins for each servo that controls each drawer in my desk. My desk is 4 drawers, so I need 4 servos. They each need power, they each need a ground, and the keypad also needs power, and a ground wire too. So I use the Mega because of the pin usage I need. Also, I used these hook and eyes that I got from Home Depot. So I screw the eye into the drawer, and then the servo controls the hook, so it can go up and down. So when the servo's down, the hook's attached. The servo's up, the hook is out of the servo. So that's how I used it for 2 of the drawers. The other drawer is simply a servo controlling a bolt. So normally on a little bolt, you take the thing, swipe it up, then you go left and right to unlock it. So the bolt in here, I use a 3D printed part and a metal rod, and the servo can just screw in and out like that. And I drilled a hole into the wood, into the desk. So when it's locked, the bolt goes into that hole, you can't open it. And when it's unlocked, the bolt comes out the hole, and you can't lock it. So right now, the Arduino that controls the lock is inside the desk, and I really don't feel like taking apart that desk again because it's a pain in the ass. But I'll try to show you as much as I can so you can see how I made it work. And I'll try to make a schematic of it on the screen right now so you can also see how I did it too. But I don't know if I can edit it like that yet. So this right here is the eye and the hook. See, the servo controls it like this. So when it's down, it hooks into the eye, and when it's up, it unlocks the door. Very simple mechanism, but it works really, really well for some reason. And the hook and eyes are about like $4 at Home Depot, and that's where I got them from. So this is a very cheap solution to a problem. So this is where all the electronics are. Trying to get you a view of it, but that's the Mega right there with all the wires connecting everything. It's powered through a USB cable that goes down into the inner part of my desk. But I know this is a bad angle, but this is the best I can do. So this is my Arduino code for the lock system. So first we're going to include the keypad, include the servo, and include EEPROM. EEPROM is where we're going to store the password so it remains in the Arduino forever. So we're going to identify how many rows we have, identify how many columns we have. This is for the keypad. Then we're going to identify the characters. So these are all the characters. And then this information right here tells you the value that the Arduino assigned to each character, which I don't know why they picked these values, but they did, and I'm going to use them to my advantage. So this is the pin numbers that correspond to the rows and columns. Identify the servos. These are some of my bools, which allow me to know if the password's unlocked and not unlocked. This is the password number. So if we press X amount of keys to where the password equals 71, then it becomes unlocked. So my password is a combination and not a permutation, which has its drawbacks, but more code would be necessary to make it a permutation, and I don't really want to do that because I don't. And now we're going to, this is the void setup. So serial, this is for monitoring, so troubleshooting, attached to the certain pins, my servos. And this is for an RGB that tells me the output of whether it's unlocked, not unlocked, or whether it's in password changing mode. And we're gonna lock all the servos down. So this is byte X. Byte X is crucial because every time we press the keypad, X gets a new value, okay? then X is going to be added to the attempts. And then if the attempt equals, where is it at? Yes. If new password is false, so we're not on password mode, and attempt equals from the EROM read what the password reset is, then unlock's gonna be true. So now the thing's gonna be unlocked, and the attempt goes back to 0. And if unlock is true, then we're gonna be able to open any drawer we want by pressing a certain key on the keypad. And then this is just for the RGB, so it lets me know the status of it. Easy. So if X equals a certain number, so this corresponds to only one key, then we're gonna make X or attempt equals 0, so it resets it. Unlocks false, so it locks everything, and then this locks every single drawer. And then here's the RGB values for it, and then we're gonna delay 50 after, just so we can give the Arduino a little break. So this is the new password code right here. So first it has to be unlocked, so we have to put the old password in. And if new password equals true, so we press a certain key, it makes new password equal true, that's a pound sign on the keypad. And then we can type in any password we want, and it's gonna save it. And if the EROM password is different from the password we made, then it goes back into the Arduino. So that's basically the code for it. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments and I'll try to answer it. Very simple. I'll try to upload the code. I don't know if I can, but if anybody wants to make it or remix it. I also made 3 YouTube shorts like a month ago from the date that this video is posted about a little bit more of how the locking system works. I posted a few of the videos in this video about it, but if you want to check out the full YouTube short, you can just scroll and look at it.